What if I told you there's one place in Modern Warfare 4 that's responsible for everything? Every alliance, every secret weapon, the entire war in Modern Warfare 4. And Call of Duty is straight up pretending they never teased it. It is a secret facility buried under the city of Hygiene, and it's called the Red Mesa. Now, if you watched any of my videos before, you will know I'm a Call of Duty nerd. I obsess over these little details, and by the end of this, I'm going to show you what I think happens at the very end of Modern Warfare 4. But it starts with the one time Call of Duty slipped up and said the name out loud. So this whole thing started with an episode of Into the Ward from Call of Duty, specifically the art of Ghost. And on the surface, yeah, it's a video about Ghost, but there were 3 things in there that they quietly confirmed and would later build on. And for me, I couldn't unsee them. So the first one is, they flat out confirmed Ghost is operating on his own, out in the DMZ, he survives the events of Modern Warfare 4, he is a solo deniable asset and nobody is coming to help him. Now the second one, they confirmed that his pre-order skin ties directly into DMZ's story, and he's running a specialized AK-47 with an anti-drone attachment. Now the part that made me kind of stop here, because why are you confirming an anti-drone weapon this early in the story? An anti-drone for what? There's nothing to shoot down yet. Now, hold on to that thought. The third thing is the thing they didn't even say out loud. They just showed it on screen for less than 10 seconds. The designer notes on the pre-order skin for Ghost. When you actually read them, the designer is telling you the gear is stolen Russian equipment and that some of it got manufactured in a facility called the Red Mesa with a 3D printer. And that's it. That right there is the first and only time Call of Duty has ever named the Red Mesa. One line buried in a designer's note on a skin. That's the kind of thing that's easy to scroll past, but once you have it, the whole thing cracks open. Now, here's the thing. They never say the name Red Mesa again, but they do keep feeding it. And they did it on their Call of Duty podcast episode about DMZ, which is where a ton of this information came out all at once. So first, they confirmed that a massive nuclear reactor melted down right outside DMZ and the city of Hygiene got caught in the middle. This matters a lot though, because the devs told us that Hygiene has direct ties to North Korea, South Korea, and Russia, 3 world powers in one city. So just sit with that for a second. Then comes the big one. You've got one of the developers on camera basically describing wandering around underground through these subway tunnels and stumbling onto a secret underground base. A whole base sitting under the city. When you go back and look at that one shot of Ghost from his pre-order trailer, he's standing in an underground facility too. Same vibe, same kind of place, and it all lines up so well that I stopped thinking it was an accident. And the last thing they dropped, DMZ is built around a gold rush for advanced technology that got left behind in the irradiated ruins of Hygiene after the meltdown. Now real quick, if you've been following this thread so far, drop the words Red Mesa in the comments so I know who's actually paying attention. I gotta bring in one more piece. The one everyone's gonna want to argue about in the comments, the weapon. There is some type of weapon that is driving the Modern Warfare 4 story. It hasn't been confirmed what it is quite yet. I have a whole other video diving into that coming later this week or possibly next week. Make sure you subscribe for that. But when you put it all together, here's what you're actually looking at. Underneath the city of Hygiene, there's a secret underground facility, a joint base between Russia and North Korea. And it's where they were building the advanced technology. And that tech is exactly what they used to kick off the invasion of South Korea. The war we play through, the entire campaign, it doesn't start on some battlefield, it starts down here in the Red Mesa. And honestly, that alone would make it important, but it goes so much deeper than this is where the war started. The whole way through Modern Warfare 4, we're told that Captain Price is hunting down some mysterious weapon, a hunt that drags him all the way into North Korea. And well, that weapon slipped into North Korea before Price could shut it down, and it's sitting underground, stored inside the Red Mesa facility. And this is the part where the whole thing clicks, because Red Mesa is not just holding one weapon, it's housing experimental tanks, experimental drones, And yeah, now that anti-drone AK makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Top of the fact that they showed us one of these experimental tanks. And on top of all of this, there is a brand new weapon that is straight up capable of shifting the balance of world power. So every single thread in the campaign runs right back to this one facility. Over and over again. The war, the tech, the weapon prices chasing, all of it lives in the Red Mesa. Which brings us to the part that I think is actually going down at the end of Modern Warfare 4. I teased it at the start, but I think that Captain Price, desperate to stop this weapon from getting deployed, melts down the nuclear reactor outside of Hygen itself. And that meltdown forces the whole city to evacuate. And by doing that, it stops the North Korean deployment dead in its tracks. And I didn't want to believe it either. I think it has ties into what happens to Captain Price's fate. That's a separate video I already made, I'll link at the end, but think about what we already know. The reactor meltdown, the devs confirmed. The evacuated, irradiated city. All of that advanced technology left it abandoned. And it all starts to bleed into DMZ. After Modern Warfare 4, the developers tell us the North Koreans have reclaimed the city. They are dead set on pulling out that advanced technology back out of Hygen before anyone else can. The facility didn't die in the meltdown. It just got buried. And now everyone wants back in. And that's the exact moment that Ghost and the other deniable assets step in. Remember Beat 1. Ghost, solo, in the DMZ. This is his job. Get the tech out first, keep it out of Russian hands, and don't let anybody tip the balance of power. That's why he's down there alone with an anti-drone AK. It all comes back to the Red Mesa. So all the way from the designer's note on a pre-order skin to the ending of the Modern Warfare 4 campaign, straight into DMZ. The Red Mesa is, and has always been, the key to Modern Warfare 4. In the next video, we're cracking open a big story element that you're going to want to make sure you're subscribed for. So until next time, I'm IceBurgz, your Call of Duty informant. Stay frosty.